What's up, guys? Just gonna make a little video before going into my shift and everything. So today, it's like October something. My birthday's in like 28 days or something, some crazy something like that. What's the first? It might be the 1st of October. I don't know what it is. Really don't know. But yeah. Was up there in the gym today hitting squats and deads. That's my lower body day. Literally squats and deads. That's it. I don't do any. I mean, sometimes I throw in some leg extensions if I feel like I didn't hit enough quads, but really squats are gonna hit quads well enough, and hamstrings are gonna get hit well enough from deadlifts that I do, and squats. People don't realize that squats actually hit the hamstrings, and they think they just hit the quadriceps. Couldn't be any more false. But furthermore, and deadlifts are not a back movement. They are predominantly, they should be a glute and hamstring movement. When we start talking about deadlifts being a back movement, if you're primarily not, I don't want to say that they are not good for the lower back, because they are. But what I'm saying is they should never be, the lower back should not be the focus of a deadlift. If it's the focus of a deadlift, you're eventually going to herniate your discs, or you are going to slip a disc, one of these different things. Okay, so don't recommend it. But when I was up there, somebody is putting 4 plates on the rower, the seated, chest protected row. Okay, 4 plates on each side. Oh, he looks like he can do it, right? He looks like he can do it. He's decently sized, got big arms. Not gonna say anything until all of a sudden you hear BAM. Okay, so what happened was he pulls it back, and then at the end of his rep doesn't finish it, keeps it right here, and just lets go of it, and it slams forward. Now, it would be very hard for you to hurt one of these machines, like actually strip a screw or something like that. But there are 2 machines in this gym that have strip screws because of people doing this and messing up the machinery. Look, I don't know if they understand how much this machinery actually costs to replace. Over $1,000 for any piece of equipment in here. So it would be really nice if he could stop doing that. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I got my lift in. My squat is weak. I'm only at 285 for 4, 3 sets of 4. So 285 for 3 sets of 4. I've been really toying with the form on the squat. So I've gone from a close grip squat, close stance squat, where I'm, see, this is what's wrong with this. I can't show you without doing this. So that shoulder width maybe, and then I've gone out to about here, just a little wider than shoulder width. And my toes are pointed out more so now. I was feeling way too much pressure on my knees. Found out that I was probably going up a little too much on my toes. So I lightened the weight, took it back down from 300 back down to 285. Well, it's obviously 275 before that, but I've just been toying with going up with it very slowly. Anything that I can hit from 3 to 5 reps, and then I move up. So I move up after that. What else? And then once a week I do a 5x5, and then the other time I just do 3 sets of 3 to 5. But my normal thing is I like the 5x5 once a week. It really gasses the shit out of your legs. You be in there, 5x5 on squat hurts, man. The 5th set just sucks, especially if you're doing a weight that you can only truly get 5 reps with. Now, of course, if you're doing 225, I could bump out 225 for 10 sets of 5, which I've done before. Other than that, I hit 1 set of deadlift, and then I hit 1 set of sumo deadlift. So I hit 1 set of deadlift with, let's see here, 1 by 3 with 315 plus 60. No, 315 plus 70 would be 385. So 385 I got for 3. That's weak as shit. I know I'm gonna get a lot of people on here weak. But you gotta remember, I was a bodybuilder who never lifted power lifts ever. until just recently. So now I'm hitting predominantly power lifts. So everything is switching over. My bench is taking a hit right now simply because I can't really hit it anything over 225 with my bum shoulder. I did something to my shoulder playing basketball one day, and now I just have to deal with the consequences. Other than that, nothing much going on besides that. I mean, everything's going well. My body weight's hovering around 175-ish. My overhead press is probably still my king lift. My overhead press is 185. So that's my big lift per se. That is actually that's decent. I mean, that's not a that's a 2 rep. I've never done my 1 rep max on there. When I was bulking at around 200, I hit 225 for 3 on overhead press. But look, I mean, I don't consider my bulked unhealthy weight to be something that I'm not going to be at forever. So I don't like to consider that my any lifts that I do in that time frame my highest lifts, because I mean, I'm never going to be there for a sustained period of time. I don't plan on being at 200 for a sustained period of time. I'm 5'6", manlet. Don't need to be that heavy. Okay, frankly, 175 is a very comfortable weight for me. Other than that, I've got for dinner, I've got 9 ounces of chicken, a cup and a half of rice, and I'll put mustard on all of that. And then I saved some room in my macros for cookies at the end of the night. I always have cookies because my fiance's work makes these chocolate chip cookies that are smushy, not smushy, but like they're like chewy. So they're really nice. I like them. And they're not like the Chips Ahoy shitty chewy cookies. They're actually like good tasting chocolate chip cookies. I don't really care what you say. I hate Chips Ahoy chewy cookies. Other than that, you know, trying to stay swole, trying to stay big, you know what I mean? While I'm just kind of powerlifting. I switched over to powerlifting simply because I'm not going to spend my life bulking and cutting. I've just made that a thing. I'm not going to spend my life bulking and cutting. It's not fair. And my calluses are nice. Oh yeah. My hands are getting rough as shit from deadlifts. Like before, when you're a bodybuilder, you really don't do deadlifts that often unless you're doing like Romanian deadlifts and stiff leg deadlifts, stuff like that. But doing conventional deadlift and sumo deadlift with much higher weights than I was doing, man, grip strength is getting unreal. Boom. Grip strength's getting unreal. Oh, and weighted pull-ups too. I recommend weighted pull-ups to everybody. If you can't do a pull-up yet, make sure you get up to doing a pull-up, because a pull-up is just great. Fantastic. I love doing pull-ups. Ooh. Bicep. I saw the vein peeking out, but not too much veins here. I'm not going to see too many. Other than that, nothing really much going on. I've got to put my shirt on to go to work, and I'm going to go to work. I'm actually at my work right now. And then after I leave here, more videos to come. Later, everybody.